Okay, so yes, welcome to my video. I've been trying to, be more outgoing and, you know, try to, how do I say this now? Forgive me, as you can tell, I'm kind of uncomfortable in front of cameras. I've been camera shy for a very, very long time, and that's probably one of the reasons why I've decided to start my own YouTube channel. So in my channel, I just want to be sharing things that are uniquely me. I'm not doing it to for commercial purposes actually. So if you're watching this video and it connects with you, good, you could decide to come back and check if I dropped something else. But I plan to drop often. So yeah, I consider myself, I think I am an introvert. I like being inside myself and being in my space. I don't like sharing too much. But yeah, in life you have to grow. Human beings and the life we live, we are very interconnected. So you cannot actually be an island. You can't be alone. You need to communicate and build relationships with people if you are going to succeed in whatever it is that you're doing. So that's probably why everybody needs to be able to be an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. So whichever you want, you need to have the ability to be fluid, to switch. Because I believe, even though I'm an introvert, sometimes in some situations the extrovert side of me comes out. So I need to master the ability to bring out that side of me wherever I want to. I need to have control. So yeah, I want to improve my speaking as well. These are all forms of growth that I intend to unlock over the coming weeks and months and years. So yeah, I believe everybody should be a self-improvement machine. You should always try to be improving yourself. Don't limit yourself with mindsets like I'm an introvert, and so therefore I should always remain an introvert. Nothing like that. You can conquer anything. So it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind. According to the Stoics and Marcus Rashford, is all in the mind. So yeah, let's move. Yeah, also as a young master, I would like to impact some knowledge. I started this video thing as a challenge. Over the past 10 days, I've been making videos promoting products and all. But now, today's task is to share something with my younger self. Like if I had the opportunity to go back in time and meet my younger self, or even my brothers, my younger brothers, or any of the youngins, looking up to the future and thinking about, growing up and how or who they should become. I think this life is a great opportunity. It's one of the greatest opportunities to be able to come into this life, especially as a human being. You could have been a lizard, you could have been a bird. I'm not sure, I'm not God, but I mean, those are living things are actually, but in this planet we're in, being a human being is the greatest honor. It's the greatest thing you can be. Even AI, I don't think being AI will be as unique as being a human being, because you get to feel everything. You get to feel pain, you get to feel happy, you get to feel all the spectrums of emotions in this one particular game, and it's an amazing game, and You're a god, we're all gods. You can create your own path in the game within some parameters. So yeah, why not? Why not try? Why not try to be anything you desire? Why not chase after your goals? So it's not good to limit yourself too much. You know, it can be done. It's only going to take time. 20 years is still time. You know, if you are not going, if you don't die, you still have time. You know what I mean? Like, so um I believe everybody wants to shape their life in some way, to the best of their. You have the ability to craft, so you can craft whatever you want for your future. So definitely, you it's all about knowing what you want. So life in general is all about knowing what you want. There's so many things you can try to go after. There's so many things you can chase after, but life is very abundant. In its abundance, you still need the discipline to reduce things. You cannot do everything. So a wise person once told me that if you don't know where to start, at least you can know where not to start. If you don't know what you like, you can know what you don't like. So first, by eliminating what you don't like, you can now have something there that you can mold off. So yeah, this is the advice I would give myself if I was able to meet myself today. I would teach myself about what it takes to be a man, because I ain't got it figured out at all. I'm about to turn 30, and my life has not actually gone the way I planned it to go, but whose life has gone that way? You're not God. There's so many factors in place, but you have to just be grateful to be still in the game at any point in time. Like I said, time, once you're in the game, things can still work out for you. So, but here is the basics of what I think a real man should aspire for. So I'll tell my younger self to be responsible and also to be accountable. Responsibility, taking responsibility in whatever it is that is required of you. It's kind of duty. It's kind of like a duty. And a man's biggest task in this world is his duty. So you should be responsible and accountable. Responsible for your business, responsible for your workers, responsible for your friends, your relationship with your friends. When it comes to people, there are a lot of factors there, because human beings are sentient. You can't really control people, but you're still responsible for them. You have to learn how to be responsible for your relationships, with your siblings, your relationship with your whichever relationship, your workers, your friends, your love relationships. You have to be responsible for those things. Then you have to be accountable. To my understanding, when it comes to being accountable, you have to be able to, accounting has to do with numbers. So you have to be accountable as a man. You have to be accountable for yourself, accountable for your finance, accountable for whatever is tasked of you. You need to be able to give an account. If somebody gave you a task and came back later, you should be able to give an account of what you were able to do with that task. So yeah, but most importantly, I think as a man, you need God at the center of your life, because when you aspire unto God, who is to me, God is the best version of my life. He's my ultimate value. He's like the white amidst the black and gray in my life, the ultimate white at the very center. So the more I aspire to be like God, is the more my life betters, because God is everything good. So the more you are navigating towards that idea of God, is the more you are becoming a better person. It's just like one of those quotes that said, "Cleanliness is next to godliness." That's a Bible quote. So what it means is that even by being clean, to being close to God, you have to be clean. God, from my understanding, is the ultimate senior man. So, having him at the center of my life makes me want to be the ultimate senior man, the ultimate godfather. So, yeah, that's it. You need God. You need what I call God's guidance system in your life to guide you through your life. You need to just leave the steering. This life is too hard. Just leave the steering for God. Even when things are not going according to plan, always trust that God is in control and He's taking you where you need to be. It's never a smooth ride. Nobody just has it up straight. Life is kind of like Bitcoin chart. It goes up, down, but you trust in the long run, it's still going up. So yeah, you need God. There's this video of Chief Priest where he's saying, "You need God, oh, trust trust me, you need God." Low cap. That video is a low cap video. So yeah, having God at the center of your life is like the ultimate advice. If there's nothing else you pick up in this video, I think once you have this, you have the most important information here. So yeah, a man should be disciplined. Life is abundant. You can be, think about Earth. It's just a planet, one of many planets in an ecosystem that is in a galaxy that is infinite. Life is infinite. It's so abundant. But even amidst that abundance, you need to be able to structure. That's where you need discipline to be able to focus on the things that you've decided you are going to base your life on. Like we already established, you cannot be everything. You cannot have everything. So you need discipline to guide you. Freedom is an illusion. Imagine if everybody was truly free to do whatever they wanted to do. Life would be a disaster. So you actually need to, guide yourself by denying yourself some things, not jumping at every opportunity. Know what you want and stick to that. If it's not conforming to the standards of what you want for your life, exit ASAP. Have the patience to wait. Have the patience to suffer if you must. So do your own research on what discipline means to you. So you can also, in the comments, let us know what discipline means to you, because this channel is bound to be interactive. I want to learn from you guys as much as I want to teach. The relationship between a teacher and a student is a yin-yang relationship. So you guys are my accountability partners now. One of the other thing is capability. You have to be capable. As a man, you have to be capable. You have to be rugged. You have to be a warrior. This life, you are not supposed to be soft. You are not supposed to be bottom. You're supposed to be baller. You're supposed to be rugged. Even as Ajibo or as Jekbaku, whatever you are, as long as you're a man, you're supposed to be rugged, because this life is rugged for men. It's not easy. Men, we're not princesses. You have to be tough mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Otherwise, you have to really, really be tough. So train as much as you can. Have these aspects of your life. Always have God, put God first, and always trying to improve every aspect of your life. That's the best you can do. I don't claim to have it all figured out, but at least I'm bringing you on the journey of my attempt to figure it out, my journey and quest to figure it out. So thank you for tuning in. Peace. Have a great week.